Nika is a young lady of almost 30 years of age and from a wealthy home. She lived a comfortable lifestyle while on campus, which often attracts much attention to her, some not too good, from fellow students as well as lecturers. She is, however, an intelligent and industrious lady.
I hope you'll be able to maintain this car when you start swimming in karaoke.
The prospect of her securing a job looked good, thanks to her top-notch business skills.
We'll receive our reply in next 48 hours.
Thank you, sir. I'm very glad, sir. Thank you.
It's okay.
I don't disappoint you, sir.
Like magic, she secured the job of her dream, and this became an additional source of income that complemented her flourishing personal business.
Mommy! What is it, Nika? What is it? Why are you shouting my name like that?
Oh my God!
What is the problem?
Quick!
Oh my God! What is this? I don't understand these figures. There are so many figures there.
This is my paycheck, 120,000 in a month.
This is wonderful.
Nika's mother is proud of her daughter's numerous accomplishments over the years. However, something seems to be missing.
Mom, what's this again?
Progress list.
Progress list for what?
For you now. Leave it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it all about?
Let me explain.
Okay.
You've gotten your degree 3 years ago.
Yes.
Immediately after your service, you got a job.
Yes.
And now you have your own business at hand that you're doing. It's going on well. What do you think is the next on the line?
Mom, I don't know.
Marriage.
Mom, well, this.
Okay, I'm serious.
Okay.
Next on the line should be marriage for you. After then, children.
She's in a brooding relationship with Nsei, who happens to be a Sunday school teacher at his local church. She recently sought the advice of her pastor with regard to Nsei's spiritual and emotional preparedness for a serious relationship.
Okay, by what I said?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good of you. Well, I'm trying to pray about him. I want to invite him for each other. I think I'm right. The relationship with him is both spiritually okay and then mentally ready for the eventual marriage.
It's okay, sir.
Seems like she wants to take it slow. Do anything to make her smile. Girl, would you be my lover? No. What am I to do? Tired of running around chasing you.
Nika and Nsei are reveling in the euphoria of their relationship, though she foots most of the bills since Nsei is without a job.
Would you be my lover? And if you won't be my lover, let me know.
Nsei has always given his moral support to Nika's business, with which she takes care of his numerous needs. But as it is common with most young men, his ego sometimes make him unreasonable.
What do you like them?
Yeah, I like this one much more. I prefer something else for this one. They have told me I will ask you to get Marco Italy. I'm very much okay with that product.
But you know it's very expensive.
It's not really too expensive now. That's what I've been using over the years.
Really?
Yes, now.
It's expensive, oh my dear.
Well, this is not really befitting now. That's why I'm just, you know.
It's expensive. And you know, the situation of things in the country, you don't go squandering money just like that.
That's not squandering, it's still affordable. You can't just be talking like that. I know what I'm worth. Is it because I'm not working?
In recent times, our business has been facing challenges that refuse to abate. It was one disappointment after another, or from one bad debt to another. Our inability to identify our inflows and outflows and the general financial block she is experiencing is negatively working her business. This is also affecting her social life as she gets more withdrawn from friends by the day.
Leave it. He said, oh, Ella. Hello, Ella.
Hello, Nika.
What's up?
I'm alright, dear. How are you?
Danielle, one of her intimate friends, pointed out to her that her business and social life were thriving well before Issei came into the picture. She opines that Issei is a gold digger and the reason for the drastic financial nosedive she is experiencing.
Lie to yourself what you want, okay? You are always broke. Simply because you are spending unnecessarily on that leech of a boyfriend of yours.
I don't know, okay? I don't know.
I used to be jealous of you. I thought since you started dating, a better you would emerge. And look at you. You were obviously mistaken.
You guys have been gossiping behind me. You have been gossiping.
Okay. We love you, okay? You are our sister from another mother. We just want you to get your life back. That's all. So are you trying to tell me I should leave and say? You know what to do. You don't need my advice on that. Okay? Just know that we'll miss you really. It's okay. I need to meet up on that appointment I told you about. It's all okay.
She is sad and introspective. She can neither dismiss the disturbing facts her friend presents, nor the severity of her present predicament. But she loves Issei. What can a lady do in such a sensitive situation?
Hello viewers, welcome to Decisions, and like we all know, the decisions you make either make or mar you.
So start making right decisions. My name is Bishop Bjorgen and welcome to Decision.
I'm Abigail Muntaro.
We're going to be talking about rights and riches today, and we have two wonderful guests on set. Just close to me is the wonderful, delectable Reverend Mama George. He's the church admin of CGMI New Warrior Bishopric.
And close to my right is Deaconess Deborah Aragba. She's the Dean of Languages, College of Education, Warri. Ma, you're welcome to this event.
It's good to have you, Ma.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that it's strict law that we should not be equally yoked with unbelievers. But can we also say that we should, can we say that you can be equally yoked with, you can be unequally yoked with a believer?
No. What that thing is talking about simply means that as a child of God, you ought not to go outside the kingdom to look for a spouse, right? Or to have anything to do with them that will bring you down and begin to disobey the instructions of your maker. But with respect to what we have in hand, we have levels of maturity. Two people can come together and start a relationship. One is higher than the other, and most of the time.
Sorry, by two people you mean
yes.
two believers?
Yeah, two believers, please. Two believers, and so it has to do with now maturity because they are believers already. So one may be up here, and the other one is lower, and one would expect that the woman will be the lower side so that she'll be able to learn and even faster from the man.
So somehow that's an unequal yoke.
Well, you can't say unequally because both of them belong to the same kingdom. Okay. Only that one is higher with respect to the knowledge available to the person and also person submitting directly to the instructions of God via the instruction passed on through the Bible.
But do you have anything to add to what he just said?
Well, I can say that yes. When we say we shouldn't use the word unequally yoked, okay. Because, like he said, we're already in the household of God, and it's not possible for two people to be on exactly the same platform of spirituality.
Okay.
It could be the man that is higher, it could be the woman that is higher, but we have to talk about the foundation of the relationship. If the foundation is in God, God will give them grace, wisdom, and all that they need to blend, because the Bible says iron sharpens iron. So with time, the one that was low will come up to, the height of the other one, and together they continue to grow.
Often it's difficult for the man to learn from the woman because he sees himself as the leader of the team.
Okay. Well, so, I think having a question on that.
Very close to that.
So
is there a danger? What's the is there an answer to, as a lady, you're going out with a guy, I mean, I don't mean going out, like you're in a relationship, yes, with a in a relationship with a guy that it's way below. What should be it? Because we know it's practice that the man is the head. So when this difference, intellectual difference, the lady is high there and the guy is low here, is there hazards to that? What should we check?
I won't call it hazard. I will call it challenges.
Okay.
The Bible says submit one to another.
Okay.
Before he said wives submit. So the two people should submit one to another. And in a relationship, if it's based on love, you don't want to hurt the other person, so you are ready to learn.
Okay.
So it depends on how, particularly the man, like Reverend just said. If the man can do something to his ego so that he can learn something from the wife, then they will grow up together. They will grow up together. So it's not really a hazard, but there are challenges, and that's why I will say, let the foundation be from God. The lady who is having this kind of challenge, if she heard from God, she can always report back, Daddy, you asked me to do this, look at what is happening.
Okay.
But if that is not there, if it's just based on some frivolous attraction, or the man is lame and the devil himself will not allow you to have peace. If the devil will be drumming it, are you sure you married the wrong person? Are you sure you married? So it's that foundation is very, very important.
What is the foundation?
Yes, the foundation is very, very important.
Okay, so where should you draw the line between, when making a relationship choice, where should you draw the line between someone that has potential and is just, as we say, broke? The money is on the way, but there's potential. So, how do we draw the line?
What do you mean by drawing the line?
Okay, what will make us know that this one is potential? I can stay here and work together. Or how do I know that this one is not? It's just lazy. It does not work.
You are relating with the person. Don't you know a lazy person?
Well, we need to talk. Some persons do not know actually, and that's why we talk to them.
Okay, maybe like what we have at hand, the guy is not doing anything, right? Yes. And it's the one calling the shots. You tell somebody bought something for you. Instead of you to appreciate and say, my dear, thank you for what you have bought. I appreciate so much. I'm sure very soon, very, very soon, I will spoil you with much more better and greater gifts. But he's saying, what kind of thing is this are you giving to me?
What more than this?
I'm worth more than this. Meanwhile, he has no job. You are feeding on the woman and you are talking. So this is just a sign that, look, it's a warning. The thing is, in graph, you say it's a noisy graph telling you that there's going to be trouble along the line. So you know that these are one of the signs that this man is a lazy man.
Okay, sir, I think there's another part to that. What about sometimes it's not like they don't want to work, but then they set this pace. Maybe they came out with this result and then they wanted this particular kind of job and then they're doing nothing. What about
Okay,
that?
they didn't get the job.
The job they want, yes.
Even God Himself, He started one day. So anybody that wants to get to the top won't start from the bottom. That is the kingdom principle.
Yes.
So wherever you are, you start out from there. Even God told Israel, say, I'm going to give you this land, but see the strategy, a little by little, until they cover the whole land. So that must be the attitude of a believer. You have to start from where the thing is available and believe God. Yes, better days ahead.
Ma, do you have any additions to that?
Yes, lazy and have potential. Oftentimes, I seem to notice that laziness and poverty are perhaps the two sides of one coin. The lazy person is poor. The poor person may be lazy. And sometimes in life, the difference between a rich person and a lazy person is just lack of, is it lack of, or the rich person has ideas. A lazy person will not even recognize opportunities, like the insect we are talking about here. Why would you just be taking gifts from a girl even though she's working, you are not working, and then you have a choice? A man that should be a man, at that point you say, please don't give me anything. I'm so sorry. She will always be comforting her. Don't worry, I will try this. I will try
the money is not there.
Good words should come out. She may come up with
ideas.
Do you know that ideas come before money?
Yes.
It's not money before ideas. Ideas will bring money, but money will not bring the ideas. So the lazy person is the one that doesn't have ideas.
Okay, we'll have to go on a break. Once we come back on the break, we'll continue this. Business, because now she's contemplating whether she has to leave, because people, her friends are saying it's this guy that's making your business go
now
down.
on the spiritual side, we need to ask a question. She is a Christian also.
Right.
How did she get into this relationship? Did she take time to find out from
It's not there. It's a signal that there's a problem about if this relationship continues along the line, there will be a very big problem. Except you want to manage it that way.
You want to go into a relationship. What should be the conditions for going into a relationship? Okay, if there is the right time to go into a relationship.
Welcome back. It's two decisions, and just before we left, we were talking about the advantages and disadvantages of a lady being on the upper hand in relationships, and so we're back again, and we still want to ponder on it. Should a lady be on the upper hand? Should a lady have the upper hand intellectually, spiritually, financially? And what happens when a guy doesn't have the right job, the real job he wants? Is there value in going into other jobs?
Yes, there's value in doing something else. And self-employment is the in thing now. There are so many graduates out there who don't have the job, but they can't just sit back and perhaps continue feeding on their parents anymore. So they're doing anything. Underemployment is even so high now. You see I hear that some master's degree holders are driving keke just to put money in. So we were talking the other time about somebody who has ideas, somebody who has potentials. Somebody who has potential will always evolve something from any hard situation. So you should go ahead and do something else. And some people have become rich, they have just exploded because they were trying out something. And somewhere along the line they just found the key.
There was never a overnight explosion, as it were.
No, there's no, but you always start. I hear that Biola started hawking everything, and the day he sold newspaper, it was like it was a promotion. But he ended up a very, very, very rich man.
Sir?
It's very important that people should not wait for the white-collar job where they are trained for. If there is no job in that area, look for some other thing to do and then move on. Especially you are in a relationship, it means that it's a very, very important thing you are putting yourself into. And then the other party that is also in that relationship will must get the benefit of that relationship. So if you are not a serious-minded person, the other person will be in a very big problem at the end of the day. So it's important that we must get, people must get for themselves something to do.
No matter what.
Yes, until they get the best.
And I think it's assuring when you know that your partner is up and doing, is not relaxed. I think it's assuring, yeah.
Again, because the relationship also is heading towards something I've said in this program before. Marriage is a destination, it has a destination. So you cannot go and bring somebody to your parents and all the rest of them, man, he has nothing doing, and all the rest of them, nothing around him to show that he's a serious-minded person. Say, Daddy, this is the man I want to marry.
Okay, compatibility. Yeah, because we've seen from what we just viewed that one major problem they had was inconsistency. There was rise and fall in the relationship. So Ma, please, what's compatibility in a relationship?
It's the ability to blend together, okay, and not have issues like conflicts. It takes work, hard work on both sides. It comes from commitment. A is committed to B, B is committed to A. And so when issues come, they want to work it together. But I think that somehow there's something that we may call incompatibility. Because you see people go into relationship, people in marriage, no matter how they try, they just aren't together. So I believe in compatibility.
Okay, so would you say that there are things to look out for in a partner that you intend to go into a relationship, like a marriage relationship with that? Okay, I've seen this thing, we're compatible. I think that was from knowing yourself first.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about that?
No, you become friends now. You don't just go jump and say, I want to marry. Tomorrow we are married. No, now. As you relate, as you go out, as you discuss, these things will begin to show, like what we saw on the clip. You have seen the man that, look, you are buying something, he doesn't appreciate. And it's a key. He's not having a job. He will not tell you, my darling, thank you for what you have done for me. We are believing God that this thing will be better than what it is now. But I appreciate what you have done for me. It's not there. It's a signal that there's a problem about if this relationship continues along the line, there will be a very big problem. Except you want to manage it that way, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, it is a signal that the thing will not work.
Is this a physical or spiritual issue?
Well, from what we saw, two ways to it. Number one, her books, they are not balancing income and expenses. So there's a problem with her bookkeeping, so she should do small more work on herself. Then two, the action of the so-called partner in that relationship, she's always moody. Whenever she comes across it, they will talk at the end of the day. You cannot bring somebody who is not excited in doing a particular job and put him in that job. You will not get results. At the best is that you will get a minimal performance, average performance. Nobody wants average performance these days. So it's a carryover. So the problem of our own personally not being skilled in doing that business with respect to bookkeeping, if she knows that she cannot do that work very well, employ somebody that can do it well for you. At the end of the month, you now see what came in and what went out, what the problem is in that business. Very key. Okay. So you need skill. Maybe she doesn't have the skill in that area. Then number two, her emotional problem. The man is always giving her problem. When the friends called and she was looking at the book, you go, and all the rest of them. So she's not stable on the job. She cannot produce results.
Okay. Ma, so for people that are having issues with business and relationship, in the area where we are, people tend to take things really spiritual. So the question is, do you think it's a physical issue or a spiritual issue? If it's a physical issue, what should the person do? If it's a spiritual issue, how do we solve this?
It could be any, it could be both. Because the little clip we saw now is not enough to say everything. It could be both spiritual and physical.
So how do we know? What are the ingredients for us to know?
The physical one is what here Reverend already said. In relationship, we always try to undermine the negative things that we see in the other person. You keep making excuses, it's going to be alright,
yes.
It's going to be alright.
But
those are actually signals.
Doesn't matter.
Are you ready to go? Supposing this is what the person is, it's not just a one-time thing. Are you able to cope? She didn't know. By not appreciating, the woman should have known that this is not the kind of man who will be my husband. Because even if he has today, he's not likely to even cherish her because it's already showing selfishness.
Right.
Now, on the spiritual side, we need to ask a question. She is a Christian also.
Right.
How did she get into this relationship? Did she take time to find out from God and God said, God, what we saw is that she asked her pastor. And the pastor, oh, he's a very nice guy. Is the pastor your God? So on the spiritual side, she may just have teamed up with the wrong person and it will never work.
For the business actually, how does she deal with her business? Because now she's contemplating whether she has to leave. Because people, her friends are saying, it's this guy that's making your business go down. Is it?
She needs to pray. If like the sign she has seen, which like warning is a red light, danger light, and she's still like going on. Some other person has come in again. The Bible says in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. This man, anytime the thing is going together, there seems to be a drop in your level of finances and things around you. Why don't you check? So that's the place of prayer, and you ask God. And I'm sure as a child of God, when you go in with all your heart to ask God, God will reveal to you exactly what the problem is.
Okay, what I actually deduce from what you just said, both of you actually, is that there tends to be a problem if you see something from just an aspect, from just an angle. Yeah. Because I think if she thinks, oh, this partner is a bad woman, it blocks her mind. So if eventually it's not really the case, because it's just like you from the family, you think there's this trait, this was wrong with me, and then you go with that mindset, you have a problem. Yeah. So you should look at things critically from all sides. All sides. Okay. Okay. The next question, which is actually our last question, is: okay, you want to go into a relationship? I know we've talked about it before somehow, but if you can highlight it so it can stay in the minds of our viewers. You want to go into a relationship, what should be the conditions for going into a relationship? Okay, if there is the right time to go into a relationship, I know it's a little bit of deviation right now, but it will answer a lot of questions.
What do you watch out for?
What do you watch out for? What do you look out for in a partner? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the timing is important. You are in year 1 and you're looking for a relationship. Are you going to carry a relationship until you graduate and do your service and then marry? You should go, you should seek to, in fact, I don't like using the word relationship. When it comes to Christianity, we have a different mode. Okay, when you are of marriage age, maybe man or woman, you go to your daddy, big daddy God, I need my life partner. Please, it's God who will now show you. If you are serious and you are consistent and you are patient, God will always speak. When God has shown you now you have a good foundation, you can go. There will be issues where the man was shown this is your, and then the man went and the girl like never. It's okay, don't be unjust. And the boy went to wait. And with time, God started speaking to the girl, this is it, and then they are together. So there's the timing. Okay. First, you should be mature to marry. I don't subscribe to this long relationships.
Okay. Well, that's all we could take. I'm sure Mama has a lot to say. He'd like to talk about marriage and abuse. But right now, our social media platforms are showing right now. You can follow him on Facebook. Ask him any question, especially in marriage. He will tell you. Ask. You could also follow her and ask her questions you want to. That's all we can take. Or you could ask you could ask us on our group pages, and we would always be there to answer you. Thank you very much for watching. Till we see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
No home, thinking all is lost. You look so sad. Do you really know how beautiful you are? The Spirit of the Lord lives and dwells in you. All over the world.